Yo, what is good, everybody? And honestly and truly, I just wanted to get on here and talk about One Piece, man. It has been honestly one of my favorite shows to probably look at for the past year and some change, honestly and truly. Man, I'm kind of just want to do a quick little rundown, a little what y'all should look for, how One Piece is, honestly and truly, a little rundown and kind of like I understand the show is a very long show. It's 1,000 episodes, man. That's a long way to go. But honestly, I feel like it's worth it. And I just wanted to get on here and talk to y'all about it, man. What's good with y'all? No, but G takes Gabe here. And I just wanted to get on here and talk about One Piece, man. One Piece honestly has jumped up into probably top five when it come down to long lasting animes in the scrapping world. You got Dragon Ball, you got Naruto, you got what is it, My Hero. Uh, Seven Deadly Sins is up there, and you got Doctor Stone, Black Clover. The Gundam. I was just about to say it's other stuff too, fighting long lasting animes and stuff like that. But you got your animes that's out there that's like that type stuff. But honestly, this is just kind of jumped up into my top five only because like not is it really comes down to the character development. On top of the character development, is really just like the quality that they actually putting out, like the mysteries and stuff like that they have going on in the show. It's a lot of things that go on from episode one that you don't even find the answer to until like 1,000, honestly and truly. But let me just give y'all a quick little rundown when it come down to like these episodes and stuff like that. And cause I know that'd be like the majority of like y'all issue when it come down to One Piece. But the first about 200 episodes, and I do understand that is a lot, but the first about 200 episodes, like you get low key kind of skip like the first like 5 to 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 6 minutes. And honestly and truly, with you being able to do that, which you'll be able to watch more episodes, honestly. And with you doing that, you'll be able to watch more episodes. That's kind of like how I did mine back in the day because the episodes kind of sum up to about 15 minutes long once you like those first like one, like I said, 1 to 200, kind of like 15 minutes long. Once you skip that recap and the intro, honestly and truly, that's just the end of like that's the rest of the show, which is gonna leave you about 15 minutes. If you can pump out about a good 5 episodes in 1 hour. So that's just a little tip, from a real one to another, because that was just kind of the thing that I had to do to kind of push myself through, because I do know that One Piece is one of those ones where it's like, all right, now like you're dragging it, like you prolonging this, but I now where I'm at, I kind of appreciate because they didn't just kind of give us everything at one time. They kind of let it like they kind of let things build up to the point of where it is at. And I do understand that the show has been out since 1998, I think 1999, one of those. So I do get that it's been out for a very long time. People want the show to kind of go ahead and end and stuff like that, or get to where the ending, at least in the manga or whatever, they at least want to see that part. And I feel like we're at least getting to that part on that, in that realm. But we could talk about that a different day. But just in the sense of like the episodes, in the sense, those first couple episodes are draggers, character development, and this is one of those type of animes. It's not gonna give you any of the good stuff up front. Like it don't really get good. Like it don't get juicy until about the summit arc. It don't get juicy until about the summit arc, which is about 300 episodes in. But it gets good around Alabasta. I think that's about like 50. Actually, I don't know where Alabasta is, so I ain't even gonna lie to you. But when you get to Alabasta, that's when some stuff really do start to get good for sure. Some character development when it come down to Luffy's powers and stuff like that. Him understanding the difference between his power where he is at that moment and some of that is top tier in the piracy world. You know what I mean? And honestly and truly, I guess that's one of the things that I've always liked about Luffy's character, in a sense. Like he literally just goes around and liberate countries. And I just, when it comes down to it, like especially what I know now, It all started, to be honest, with it all started with what's my man name? Usopp. That it all started with Usopp and him, protecting the little prince. Was she a princess or whatever, or was she just a rich girl? But it all started with him and Nami, basically, or hitting the Usopp's girl and Nami, basically. Luffy going around to these different towns and stuff like that, and freeing people from the people that were basically oppressing them, or taking their money, using them, beating them down and stuff like that, slaving them, killing them, taking their materials and stuff like that. He was just going around beating everybody up, which is honestly and truly was raw about him. And the first time we seen that, when it came down to him and Nami, like, he kind of overpowered his villain. And when I love when he gets to Alabasta and Skypiea, is more, it's not, he's overpowering these people. He's in a full blown dog fight, and it's to the point where it's like it's one of those type of things where he's at that moment he has to figure it out. And that's just one of the things that I like to watch Luffy figure out how to beat his different opponents, because a lot of people have a lot of strong devil fruits in this show. And in this show, they do call their powers devil fruits. They get them by eating them, and then they can't swim after they eat them. That's why they call it devil fruit. um but Luffy's devil fruit is also called the gum gum fruit. But now that we have watched the show and we are up to par, his devil fruit is actually something completely different. I'm not gonna necessarily say that in this one, because this is kind of just the intro, and I kind of want y'all to figure it out on your own, just to kind of leave y'all with a little tidbits for the ending type of thing. But I feel like One Piece is one of those shows that honestly you can kind of put it on in the background, and even though you might miss a couple things, you honestly and truly won't. You'll certain moments you will miss certain things, but then, like I said, some things might pop up later on down the line, so it's like you might miss it, you might not miss it. But One Piece is one of those ones where now, like, I could just kind of just throw it on honestly and truly, and I know exactly where I'm at. Or, like, it's one of those type of ones where, like, One Piece is, they kind of drag out some of these episodes, and some of these episodes aren't necessarily needed. It's just kind of content, and you kind of just you can do what you want when it comes down to it, honestly and truly. And One Piece is one of those ones that has like a website where like people put on there like different fillers and stuff like that they have, and the episodes that you should watch, the episodes that you shouldn't watch. We could always look that up, and I could also put some down there that I also use. I'll use some as well. I didn't watch all of these episodes because there's 1,000 some episodes. I'm not trying to look at filler and stuff that really don't matter. I kind of look at some of them. Some of them are canon, or essential to the story. But some of them, most of them, you can skip. Um, it's a dragger. Once you get to those 300 episodes, honestly and truly, you're probably are gonna get hooked on the show, because of, like, at that point, stuff is gonna get kind of real and fast, especially where they are right now. Like, stuff is really finna start to pick up, honestly and truly, like, real fast soon. So I can't wait to see what everything is honestly finna look like, how everything is finna go. Um, One Piece is a great show, and I just feel like everybody should at least take a moment to at least look at one arc in One Piece, even if it's not the beginning arcs or whatever. I feel like you should at least at one point in time, if you enjoy anime, if you're an anime watcher, you should at least go look at one arc, because it can literally show you the difference between, honestly and truly, I'll say a Naruto and a One Piece, only because those are kind of like the two where, like, a lot of character development is going on, and a lot of scrapping in different areas, different people fighting different people, a lot of things going on at one point in time and stuff like that. But I feel like those two are good to kind of like compare and contrast and stuff like that. And honestly and truly, like, both of them are up there. Both of them are really high. They're really good shows, honestly, truly. I just I just wish more people would take more time to actually like give it a chance. And I know a lot of people kind of just look at the episodes and see that, it's a lot of episodes, and it kind of just deters them from looking at the show and not actually like paying attention to the quality of how good the show actually is, because the show is very good. And if you're an anime watcher, honestly and truly, like, you should already have it in your mind to thug it out through some of these animes. In my opinion, that's just how I feel. But in my opinion, I feel like y'all should have it in y'all mind to already be, looking forward to thugging it out, because you understand this character development and things that go into, a lot of these animes. Like Fire Force. Fire Force has a lot of character development too. It ain't just straight getting to it. You know what I mean? Tokyo Adventure, same way. So I just wish that y'all would just give it a chance. But if not a chance to watch the whole thing, like I said, go back and watch an arc, and I promise you, it'll show you the difference between Naruto and One Piece. Naruto had a set goal of becoming a Hokage, which Luffy does. Well, let me say their goals are definitely the same. What they go, just how they go about it is different, and what I mean, just the difference between Naruto and his path to being Hokage, and Luffy and his path to being the king of the pirates. Luffy doing it his own way. He not trying to be mean, ruthless. He trying to be, honestly and truly, the only word I could really think of right now is a liberator. Like he just wants everybody to be able to live free and not be in shackles and stuff like that. And I just, honestly and truly, what person wouldn't want to go to bat for somebody who's literally wanting the best for everybody? Because that's truly all he wants. The best for everybody, the best for his crew. He don't necessarily, if he don't know you, he ain't gonna care. But honestly, he's still, at the end of the day, like, he wants the best for everybody. And just like with his last arc, and I'm gonna go ahead and say this little line. My man said he wants to build a world where his friends can eat as much as they want. Food is a big thing about Luffy. Luffy will go to bat for you if you feed him. And that's just crazy about him. But my man real. He a real one. He a dog. Him and his crew, real ones, dogs. They coming for your neck if you mess with their peoples. And at the end of the day, why wouldn't you want to look at a character that's like that? Honestly and truly, because wouldn't that remind you of yourself? And the villains in the show are a lot better than a lot of these villains in a lot of these other shows. Like Luffy takes a lot of L's. That's another thing. This show ain't finna be one of those ones where the main character is just literally just going around just mollywhopping everybody. Like, no, it's a lot of L's being taken, a lot of grit that has to be, you know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta dig deep type thing. Like, this man is 19 years old after after this time skip and stuff like that. This man is 19 years old. He has a long way to go in a short period of time. And honestly and true, like, he got to make it happen. He got to make it happen some way or another. He got to make it happen. And I just feel like y'all should just take a moment to at least just go look at some premium content, honestly and truly, especially what they pushing out right now. The animation looks great. Honestly, like, even the old animation, I used to complain back when I was like a kid, like when I used to see One Piece, and I think they were on like Thriller Park. I think at that time they were on Thriller Park, and I used to be like, man, what is this? Like, what am I looking at? Blah blah blah. Naruto was just a thing back in the day, and now that I'm older, I'm just like, man, because like I remember Lucci and all that stuff. I just didn't know like what was going on. But and now that I'm looking back, I'm just like, dang, like this is what was going on back then, and I didn't find it interesting at all. So, I can't blame people for not wanting to watch the show, because at one point in time I was like you. I got to a point in time in my life where I was just like, forget it. Like, I guess I got the time. I could just go look at it and see what everybody is talking about, see what the hype is and stuff like that. And I mean, I guess that's kind of like Black Clover. But I'm kind of getting to the point where I'm like, I really don't want to be listening to everybody scream and holler in my ear and stuff like that. But Luffy is kind of doing the same now. So it's just like, it is what it is. I might as well go ahead and go give it a shot too. But Luffy is that man. Zoro is that man. He has a crew of 9 people at the moment, not including himself. We got Zoro, we got Nami, we got Usopp, we got Chopper, we got Robin, we got Frankie, we got Brooke, and we got Jinbei. And Sanji, oh my god. I forgot all about Sanji, bro. Oh my goodness, man. That man, that hey, Sanji, character development. His character is gonna be fire at the end of this show. Zoro. Zoro is going to be a top tier anime character. Sanji is too. That the top three honchos, both of them gonna be mentioned for top 10 anime characters, honestly and truly, probably all time. They gonna be in the mentions. Sanji might not be because people don't like Sanji as much. I like Sanji because Sanji be giving out them feats. You feel me? But I just feel like bro is broken. He literally has an ecto. He has an ecto. I can't even really. I really shouldn't even be telling y'all this. I shouldn't even be telling y'all this because, anyways, I just feel like y'all should just give it a chance. It's one of those type of ones where you just have to kind of like you gotta push yourself through it. But once you start to get to that good information, that sweet spot, I promise you, it won't even feel like you like dragging it or whatever. The show won't even feel like it's dragging it. You'll actually feel like you just enjoying the show at that point in time. And honestly and truly, I feel like y'all should just give it a chance. I don't really know if I really want to give y'all too much other stuff. I kind of want y'all to just go look at it on your own. And I know I'm kind of being very vague, but giving y'all like little points and little things like here and there and stuff like that. Because again, I'm not really trying to tell y'all too much. If y'all feel like y'all actually want to go look at One Piece, that's what I wanted to say. I feel like y'all should go look at the live action. The live action is on Netflix. Go look at that. You know, see how you feel about that and all that good stuff, and then from there go to the anime and then start the anime where you ended at the live action. They also are going to start season 2 for the live action as well, but I feel like that would be a great way to kind of introduce y'all to the show, even though everything isn't necessarily exactly the same. I feel like they did kind of keep it on track somewhat. So it was really, I liked it. It was really good, especially for the budget they had, honestly and truly. I can't wait for them to go ahead and push out for this season 2, because the way they did it is that's the only way they're going to be able to continue that show anyways. They're not going to be able to have multiple seasons with them just dropping one arc. They're going to have to drop 2-3 arcs one season, make the episodes an hour long and keep moving like that. If they do it like that, that live action is going to be absolutely perfect, and I can't wait to see what they do with that. But if y'all feel like y'all have an interest with One Piece, I say definitely go look at that. They say a lot of people who haven't even looked at One Piece say they love the live action, and that's how I know. If y'all go look at it, I know y'all love it. So take that, take that how you want to take it, but I'm just putting a good bug in your ear. But other than that, y'all, I don't really want to say too much else because I don't want to spoil nothing for y'all. So I'm gonna hold on that for the next episode, where we possibly gonna be talking about some good content that we actually just read up on, and some of these recent new chapters. Make sure y'all follow, subscribe. I'm gonna put my Instagram and all my links and stuff like that in the bio. Make sure y'all go follow me. And I'm put my Twitch on here as well. Still gonna be putting some gameplay on here, so just be on the lookout for that as well. We playing Texas Chainsaw, we playing Call of Duty, we playing Rainbow, we playing everything, man. We grinding, and I just hope y'all enjoy the content that I'm pushing out for y'all, man. I appreciate y'all for coming out, looking, commenting. Make sure y'all comment, man. If y'all want to see anything, man, if y'all want to hear anything, let me know in the comments and I'll make sure I get up on that, or I'll try my best to, see if I can make it happen, y'all. Y'all have a good one. All right. Peace.